Okay, so to put on this bonnet protector, the first thing is to mark with using the paint protection film which of these trim clips have to come in. And they're not that easy to do, but with the trim tool you remove them. They come out with a bit of a click. The next trick is to pull these out. I've just used pliers and done it gently so I don't tear the rubber. Now be careful that you don't pull that one out when you do it. So I laid out all the bits ready to use, though I did drop one under the car as I was trying to fit it for the demo video. Got to crawl under it and get it. Now here's a note: lay a towel over the engine so when you drop a screw or a clip down, it's going to land here instead of down in the engine bay. So I put the OCAM struts on, which means that it's great for the bonnet, but I just wanted the bonnets a little bit too high for me to do these clips, so I've just lashed it down so it's at a better height. The next thing is to put these little small clips that the screws can go into where you've just pulled the white clips out in there, and then you've got to feed it back onto the rubber without tearing the rubber. So I used this little tool here to pull it and a pair of pliers to grip it so I could get it over and back in properly before I pushed it back in. Now, the art's going to be is to put the screw in through here when that is up in its hole, and that you've put the bracket on when you do that. Push that into there and pull it back to put the screw in. It's up. I have then push that in. So now what I can see is this doesn't have any clips, so it won't clip in. It's the screw, because that'll taper out once the screw goes in. So just trying to press and clip it in doesn't work because there is no clip on it. Whereas this one has a clip, so as you can see that'll clip up into your bonnet, whereas the black one doesn't. The little screw up into this through the rubber and up into the hole. It is a little fiddly. Having tried pressing the screw through, I decided I'd drill a little pilot hole, just a thin pilot hole, to make it easy to line up and get the screw in. So you can see it's just a small pilot hole, ready. So that'll go through. And even trying to get these in with nothing else in it is tight. There's not a lot of room in there. I've just started it so it doesn't spread, but it holds the screw in to then put the clip on. So a point to note, don't put this screw in too far, because the tolerances on this to go in the hole that's here, it doesn't allow any flaring, otherwise it's near impossible to get it in with the clip on. So now I've got the screw into the trim clip. I'll place the trim clip through the bonnet protector clip over the trim clip and push it in. So having lined it all up, I've pressed it in, and now I can get a screwdriver on it and tighten it up. And then once you've got it all lined up, which takes a little bit of mucking around, you can tighten the screw up. And just be careful you don't choke it up and twist your rubber. So it's got it tight, but don't choke. And once I got it tight, then I just wriggle it around a little bit to get rid of any pinching in this bit here. And that's it. The paint protection film will protect this as it goes around. And that's clipped in tight. Getting this into this hole isn't easy if you don't want to tear the rubber. It isn't a very easy job. A bit wide, I just pinched them together with my pliers. You've always got to get this screw started, and then you put that screw in, that in, then press through, then do it. Lined up, screws in, plates on the right, then you can tighten it up. Press the rubber so it doesn't pinch and turn with the screw. And then they're each on. Ready for the next bit. Clean any of your fingerprints off that have gone underneath by putting all this stuff on. So these will screw through the bonnet protector and hold it in, and then the little cap covers it off. So you put these through first and then put it through once you've got the bonnet protector on place. So I found that the screws go in, but not with the nice plastic caps. The screws aren't actually long enough. So I'm going to raise this with OCAM. The screws need to be a bit longer because that gap into there is just enough that it won't start.